Well, we're back here on TVW Chosen Few Fighting Championships 25 from the Monona Terrace Convention Center. We are at the top of the card, the final fight of the night. I'm Eric Rogers, and Peter Johannes has been with me all night. But right now, he is out there walking Miles Robinson to the ring as his manager, as his teammate. And boy, you talk about the fights that we've seen so far, but Miles Robinson coming from the furthest away, Immortal Martial Arts in Ohio. He's going to be up against Garrett Carlson, another hometown favorite from Capital City MMA. Robinson coming in with a 4-1 professional record against Garrett Carlson's 5-3 professional record. But as we've seen tonight, professional record, amateur record, it's all out the window, because it comes down to what happens in the ring. At 170 pounds, Robinson looking really trim tonight, and a big 170 pounds at that. So we'll see what happens with this one, what kind of style Robinson has against Garrett Carlson. In our final round of the night, or final fight of the night, 3 rounds of 5 minutes apiece. As we welcome Peter Johannes back into the announce table. And Peter,
all right, I'm back.
Just recognizing you in your role for Miles Robinson. And so what can you tell us about Miles Robinson as someone who knows him probably better than anyone?
He's a game opponent. He hits like a tank. He can do it all. He can wrestle. He can strike. He can do the grappling game. Really strong in the clinch. A guy that has a bright future and real next level talent.
Well, the blue corner has seen a lot of success tonight, especially here in these professional fights. So Robinson hoping that continues to be the case as he is fighting out of the blue corner. His opponent coming to the ring right now as well, Garrett Carlson, as I mentioned, a 5-3 professional record, Capital City MMA. And up against now a tank, as Peter said just a moment ago, in Miles Robinson.
You know, both these guys are really strong. Both of these guys can end someone's night early. It's going to be interesting to see where this fight takes place. Is Garrett going to try and put him against the cage? Is he going to try and take him down? Is Miles going to look for a takedown? Knowing these guys, I think that they're both going to sit here. They're going to exchange some punches and play a little punch face.
Well, both these men will get some last-minute instructions from their corner for sure, and the highlight of the night, they would hope, and all the fans came here for these professional fights, and tail of the tape on screen now as we head to the top of our fight card of the night.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 170 pounds. Holds a professional record of 4 victories against 1 defeat. Fighting out of Columbus, Ohio, representing Immortal Martial Arts and Strong Style MMA, Miles Robinson. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Also weighed in at 170 pounds. He holds a pro record of 5 victories against 3 defeats. Fighting out of Madison, Wisconsin, representing Capital City MMA and Chosen Few Fight Team, Mr. C. Garrett Carlson.
Well, if you're a fan of MMA, it all comes down to this, the final fight of the night. Our 3rd and final professional fight. And for those who want to see more and want to see all 12 fights here from Chosen Few Fighting Championships 25, want to head to YouTube to find all of that information. Of course, thank you to our folks at TVW, to Chosen Few Gym and the Chosen Few Fighting Championships. Of course, we're here for number 25. Here we're underway.
The lead-up's been great. This is going to be a great main event.
Both men just built. And Robinson with the takedown and lets CARLSON get right back up, so I'd rather take this one standing up. Connecting with a kick, and Robinson with a long length and making that part of his game right now. Another hit.
Both guys doing a good at protecting their head.
CARLSON trying to go on the offensive now.
Both these guys are high-level athletes. I mean, they're just trying to find the rhythm, trying to find the range, feeling each other out. At any point in time, someone can explode.
So Robin connects and tries to continue that with a combination. CARLSON answering himself and back at him. Robinson with a couple punches. The men both trading blows. As now it's Robinson with a few.
Well, that
CARLSON
landed.
can only defend right now. Decides to slow that down by trying to shoot his legs. Robinson right back to work.
Robinson in and out with his punches.
And throwing off that cadence too, because it's hard to gauge and judge when someone's going to do that. A nice job of making that kick, even though Robinson partially blocked it.
Mouthpiece goes flying for somebody.
The official might not have noticed that.
He sees it.
There it is.
Nice leg kick, nice 1-2.
This just teeing off on each other now. So it looks like Robinson connecting more combinations.
Garrett's got a chin on him, that's for sure.
Pause for Robinson's mouth guard. We're back at it. Halfway through round number one. Been an entertaining one.
For sure.
Nothing on the ground quite yet. There's some instruction from each fighter's corner, and CARLSON trying to peek over to his side.
That was a pretty fast pace they were going at there. Little breather.
So while they're up against the cage, some knees. He's trying to connect with those. Some fighting hand position. Robinson hitting CARLSON in the side of the face.
Yeah, I'd like to see Robinson throw some elbows here against the fence. Both guys, they spent some energy already this first round.
And there's the flip, and now Robinson with his back up against the cage, but still keeping those knees active.
Nice elbow. Nice knees.
Now Robinson eyeing his corner, trying to get some instruction. Let's see what happens coming out of it, and now they're back to the middle, separated.
44 seconds left.
And we're back to the way it started. Well, I'm not sure who's going to win this fight, but they're both going to come away with a lot of bruises.
That's for sure. Now, they both landed some nice shots.
CARLSON getting those leg kicks in again and again. Final 10 seconds tick away.
Well, 10 seconds. Garrett landing some short shots right there.
That's the end of one. Couldn't tell if there was blood in that, but certainly a lot of connections. Both men taking it and giving it out as well. So we'll head to round number 2. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more professional action here on Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 25. Some instruction from Garrett Carlson's corner as we are here with Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 25. Eric Rogers along with Peter Johannes. We look back at round 1. Myles Robinson getting active. Garrett Carlson on the defense, but they both traded plenty of fists, some leg kicks. And probably tough to say who won that one, but it might be, if I'm scoring, it might be your guy.
I think Robinson landed more shots. Definitely a good close round, but I think Robinson is, he landed the bigger shots of that round.
The cage is locked. We're ready for round 2. So we continue where we left off with the standing game being the main way these two are comfortable fighting so far. Carlson trying to go for the head with a kick to Robinson's left side.
Nice shot to the stomach there.
And trying to mix some of the placement of the punches and kicks to the body, wear him down over time. Robinson making some action, and now we see our first grapple. Carlson at least trying, aside from some of those up against the cage, little bit of breather. Carlson got caught.
A little blood coming out of the mouth of Carlson, but he's firing back, that's for sure.
Robinson's got a look in his eye like he's always looking for the kill shot. Carlson took one in the air and then hit him with a cross. Nice combo from Carlson.
Nice straight shot from Carlson right there for sure.
Okay, now they're both taking it. Carlson took one to the body. I think as far as what you like to see from a technical standpoint, this is one of the better fights. Both men standing seeming the whole time, but
yeah, I mean, this is
it's a trade back and forth.
This is a high-level pro fight for sure. I mean, both these guys can stand and bang. Both these guys have grappling, wrestling, although they seem to be content just standing up and banging right now, which obviously the fans love. Nice elbow from Robinson.
He went for it a second time and missed. Got the chin. Carlson's on the ground. Pops back up. And again, these two guys back up, standing. So it's definitely going to be points for Robinson as he continues to work.
Nice shot from Carlson there.
He's eating a couple jabs. Carlson is.
Robinson talking to him a little bit now. Garrett's not shying away.
So maybe trying to mix up some of the stances. Look for a kick. Carlson eats another chin. Back to the leg, that's twice. Got Robinson a little bit off balance. There's a third. Crowd loving it.
Leg kicks are causing some damage.
And he went right back to it. Robinson can't keep taking it to the leg, but he caught it that time. He was expecting Carlson to throw another. Yep, he's going back to the well too many times, I think, and Robinson's wise to it now. Now we'll take a little bit of a breather up against the cage, and instead of the kicks, he's going with the knees to that same area. So Robinson finding a weak point and going for it. Now into the lower stomach. Robinson's got to find a way out of this one. So I think to that point, wow, Carlson is going to be causing a lot of damage to that left thigh of Robinson.
Yeah, Miles has got to get his back off the fence here and switch it around.
He's finally throwing a knee. There we go, a couple more. But I think if you were to look at the judges' scorecard, they would have had Robinson winning this fight up until this point, and now I'm not sure. The momentum surely says it's in Carlson's favor right now. As we go down to about 20 seconds left in round number 2. So more knee strikes to that thigh. Carlson's content to keep doing that and thought about going for a takedown, but that's the way round number 2 ends. Carlson with a big attack here at the end of round number 2. So we go to round number 3 where a winner will be decided.
He'll come down to this round for sure.
Yep, so that's going to be the end of round number 2. We'll come back with a little bit of a look at round number 2 and the final round of the night here on TVW. The final pro fight of the night here from Chosen Few Fighting Championships 25. Eric Rogers and Peter Johannes here from the Convention Center in Monona. And we've looked back at round number 2. A couple of fights, jabs and crosses traded, and then it ended with a lot of work to the leg of Robinson from Carlson. So I think Carlson was in a good position heading into round number 3. We'll see how this one ends here, Peter.
Absolutely. I expect Carlson to go back to that kick.
Well, and I'm sure Robinson's camp had told him the same thing. So we'll see if the fighting style changes. And now it's more leg action from Robinson.
It's a great fight.
Ooh, now Robinson, the first time he's on the ground, Carlson fans are loving it. On the defensive is Robinson. Carlson in the driver's seat. You know, you buy the whole seat for admission, but you just need the edge.
That's right.
Round number 3 is shaping up in a good position for Carlson. We'll see what Robinson can do. Is he going to get out? He's got that right leg hooked. Do you turn towards Carlson and try to spin that way?
This is a really interesting position. I mean, he has the leg, but he's definitely got to get out of this position for sure.
It's not as simple as just scooting backwards either, because that head is in a precarious position and the arm is trapped between the legs of Carlson. And then that's the other thing that can happen. You give up your back, and that's not good for Robinson. It's in deep. They're calling it off. And all it took was one takedown and good positioning, and Carlson will come away victorious and move to 6-3 in professional fighting. Robinson with a great effort, and he was winning that fight early. He's still down, kind of collecting himself after a heck of a pro fight. Peter Johannes going to go in the ring for the final announcement from the officials, and we'll wrap this thing up. We'll check on the action and the announcement here from Fighting Championship number 25, Chosen Few from the Monona Terrace Convention Center. 12 professional, or 12 total fights, 9 amateur, 3 professional have been decided here tonight from the Monona Terrace Convention Center. And we have the final announcement of the fight you just saw between Miles Robinson and Garrett Carlson. It went into the 3rd round, and it was an exciting one as Peter Johannes is in the cage. He has been on the broadcast with me all night.
Mr. C, Garrett Carlson.
By rear naked choke, Garrett Carlson. And it's been a great fight, a great night of fights.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, we were talking about that one throughout that fight. Probably the best one of the night, and we will wrap up our night here in a moment. And Peter and I will give you our final thoughts. We'll have analysis, and then it's time to look ahead to the next one. It's been Chosen Few Fighting Championships 25. We'll have final analysis here momentarily on TVW.
Come on over here, buddy. Man, you just ran through a Sherman tank.
Yeah, he was strong. That West Side barbell really paying off, I guess. That's who he goes through, but.
You know, the first round seemed like he had your number. He was landing a lot of shots early, and then you started landing those heavy leg kicks.
Yeah, I mean, leg kicks are kind of my game if you go back through all my film. It's just nobody checks them, so it makes it fun.
You know, when you can hear them thudding at cage side, you know that they're landing pretty hard. And he's got some monster thighs on him, so he had to get through all that muscle to get to the bone.
Yeah, no, it feels good to land hard on those thick legs, and I don't know. Leg kicks are fun. Nobody likes them, but I love them.
Well, what can we see of you in the near future? You got anything lined up?
I'm hoping to hop on APFC in November. I don't even remember the date, but I didn't really prepare anything for this. The biggest thing that I wanted is like right here. My last fight here, 2 weeks before that, I lost my grandma, and Memorial Day, I lost these 4 students of mine in a car accident, and I've been thinking about them ever since, and I know they've always wanted to come to one of my fights, and they was always huge supporters of mine, and I just want to dedicate this fight for them. They're up there cheering me on, so I got to show my support down here for my kids.
All right, Mr. C. Always a pleasure, my friend. Garrett Carlson, ladies and gentlemen.